done a little bit of hiking, but not a lot of hiking, and I wasn't sure what we were getting ourselves into.
I had no idea the adventure that we were going to embark on.
I don't know, I'd never really done anything insane. I guess I was always kind of a little scared too, and there was like explaining diabetes and the care involved is really hard, so going with just a group of average Joes wasn't something I was very comfortable with.
It just like, it was an instant sigh of relief, like, oh my gosh, I could actually be around folks who, you know, I'm not gonna have to feel badly about testing my blood sugar or slowing down the pack, or just a huge breath of fresh air, which I think is part of the logo.
I applied to the trip because I've never done a long hiking trip before, and I don't think I ever would have tried it. I figured this would be probably the only chance I'd get to do an intense trip through Gros Morne.
I've never really gone camping. This is my first camping experience. So I figured if I'm gonna do it, right, if I'm gonna go on the whole camping experience, this might as well be it.
I applied because I wanted to do something super adventurous, but mainly I also wanted to prove that I could do something with diabetes that was pretty badass. Am I allowed to say that? Okay.
I saw the trip on Facebook and thought it sounded really cool, and then decided there was no way I was crazy enough to do that. And then my sister happened to see it, and she was like, we are so doing this.
I just like messaged her, I was like, okay, so we're doing this, and I sent her the link. She's like, what? No, I can't do this. I'm like, no, we're gonna do this. And then I convinced her that we weren't gonna get picked so that she would apply.
That's where we started on, way back down there. And now we're up here, and it is spectacular.
We walked from there to here.
Day one was a bit rough, made me a little nervous, but then we got through day two, so yesterday I wasn't worried, but I was a little worried at the beginning. This trip has far exceeded all my expectations. I did not expect this at all, and I'm having so much fun.
It's challenged me physically, mentally, emotionally. Going on a hike like this really helps you learn a lot about yourself and how far you can push yourself, especially with type 1 diabetes, so it's definitely surpassed all my expectations. I mean, just looking at the views we've been seeing every couple hours, it speaks for itself.
We're about to head off. It's been raining for about 4 hours, and there's not a part of us that is dry at this point.
I'm challenging my whole self right now. I was crying earlier, hypothermia, but I'm happy. I'm here. I'm on Gros Morne.
This has been, for me, who's by no means an adventurer, but have done quite a few trips, I've never experienced anything like this.
Diabetes education is what you put into it, is what you get out of it. It was incredible, some of the things that I saw people were capable of doing in what was largely a very extreme, tough environment. And just to be able to tell my daughter and say, you know, you can do this.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could do an extended hiking trip with type 1 diabetes. You shouldn't let it limit anything that you want to do or you want to try to do.
I am really glad I did the trip because it showed me that I can do this.
There's no better way to push your limits and get to know more about yourself and your body and how it reacts to being outdoors and exercising all the time. Like, I learned a lot about myself these past couple of days just with managing the insulin I'm taking and the food I'm eating. It's a great way to get to know yourself better and just just experience life. Like it's been an amazing experience.